What's up everybody, it's the Fire Specialist here and welcome to more Pokemon Crystal. Last time, we had quite the lengthy battle with Suicune that was unnecessarily long. However, we did make land here in Kanto. And today, we're going to continue making our way through Kanto till we get to the Pokemon League competition. Well, not really a competition, but the Pokemon League challenge. One quick thing though. Lapras doesn't get a waterfall. Kinda thought it would, but it does not. So, Lapras was the highest member on our team, but unfortunately Lapras will be sitting this one out for a little bit. In exchange for our waterfall, whirlpool, surfing Gyarados. So, let's go on to the Tojo Falls, which is of course Johto, phonetically backwards? Is that the right way to say it? Instead of Johto, it's Johto. Or Tojo, I mean. The Tojo Falls. This was an area you can actually get to before, while you had 4 badges. If you needed a Moonstone, it's right here. Obviously though, I wanted to again save the Kanto, first time in Kanto for now, but if you need a Moonstone, it is right here. After all, you can actually get it before, or you need Waterfall. Let's go ahead and use our Waterfall and have to fill up a Repel real quick, or cast a Repel, whatever you want to call it. And then go down here, and yeah, it's a pretty easy little thing there. Let's go for a dodge of that trainer. But in here though, you want to make sure you have a Pokemon that has high friendship. Let's go with our Meganium here. Where are you off to with Pokemon? Pokemon League? Are your Pokemon loyal enough for you to win? Let me see. Ah, your Pokemon trust you very much. It's nice to see a good trainer. Here, a gift for your journey. And she gives you TM37, which is an oddly good move in this generation. It is Sandstorm. It will actually create the Sandstorm weather effect for 5 turns, hurting all Pokemon except Rock, Ground, and Steel type. In Generation 2 though, the damage at the end of the turn is 1/8. It's very good in Generation 2 actually. In future gens, it did get nerfed in terms of damage to 1/16. So if you have a Pokemon that will want to learn it, I could honestly say go for it. And I'm giving it some thought. I would like to teach Skarmory Sandstorm. Gyarados can learn Sandstorm? Interesting. Interesting. Finally learned how to say it the other way, which sounds stupid, but in Pokemon, I've heard them say interesting, and I've always struggled to be like, why? Just say interesting. But yeah, I'm going to teach Skarmory Sandstorm. We're not really a sweeper. I'm not trying to make you a sweeper. You're more of a defensive check. So I like the idea of you being able to cause a bit of damage. Plus, we have Sandslash. So we have 2 Pokemon on the team that doesn't take much damage, or doesn't take any damage from Sandstorm. Alright, now this is the first Kanto trainer, so of course we have to take her on. It's rare to see anyone come here. Are you training on your own? You know, this game is old enough. We'll still show it off when we get to it, but I want to point out this is in Kanto, and the trainer battle theme is the Johto theme. If you know this game as well as most people do, you know that when you're in the Kanto region, there's a different theme that plays. It's a remix of the Kanto trainer theme. Odd that it doesn't play here though. Cool trainer, Meganium, perhaps? No, she has Bulbasaur. Your first Kanto trainer has Pokemon National Index number 0001, Bulbasaur. But we do have our awesome little Skarmory here. Growl. Very classic Generation 1-esque. Does this one shot? It may be sure. Yeah, there we go. But that's not all she has though. She has 3 Pokemon. Defensive 113. She has Ivysaur. National Dex number 0002. And Leech Seed. Good thing we can avoid that. That would be very annoying on our defensive wall. But we take it out too. And of course you saw she had 3 Pokemon. Venusaur. Yeah, even though odd enough you could have 3 Venusaurs. You just choose not to. We'll go for another fly. A Razor Leaf Flurry. Still be quad and we miss. You shouldn't be able to miss 2 turn moves. You really shouldn't. That didn't do a whole lot of damage though. It wouldn't have been a bad idea to use Sandstorm here, but get 1 attack off over the course of 4 turns. And wow, I didn't get the critical hit. I anticipated Venusaur to survive it, but I guess not. The crit probably mattered. You're really strong. Get 1536. Again, don't forget that Amulet coin. It's probably not on Skarmory, but let's see. We want to go to Sand Slash next. This is the route, by the way, that in a little bit you'll be able to capture yourself a Doduo. So there is that, if you're interested in still catching a flying type. Cool Trainer Balake sends out Magneton. I don't have these trainers in my notes. I kind of trying to go by memory. I didn't realize it. I mean, I had a feeling he had Magneton, but I wasn't sure if he led with it. I think he has like a Parasect or a Tangela though. Go for the dig. It is 6 times the damage. No crit. Crit would have been 12 times. And Quagsire. We do have our own grass type for this though. Amnesia. That will double your special defense. Razor Leaf misses. Okay, so we have missed a fly and we have missed a Razor Leaf. I want to say both those moves are 95% accuracy. Good thing. Oh, still not enough. I was gonna say good thing it didn't set up the second Amnesia, but now it did. But it's gonna be too late. We're going for the Body Slam. And down goes Quaggy over here. And execute. That's not too much of a threat. Have a very interesting electric water grass core with secondary types of steel, psychic, and ground. Okay, interesting move. For people who don't know, Leech Seed doesn't affect grass type Pokemon. Unless you're, of course, I guess the Sinnoh anime. Alright. Yeah, there are quite a few trainers on this route here, but I highly recommend you take advantage of every single one of them. Why do I feel like you have a Starmie? Somebody on this route has a Starmie. You're good, aren't you? I feel like someone on this route has like 2 Starmie, which is odd. Brian. Oh, you have your own Sand Slash. I could have done Sand Slash v Sand Slash. But instead we get Sand Slash v Dunsparce. Let's use Glare. Maybe we can do some para flinching here. Give him a headbutt. And nope, but they get off the sand attack. You know what? 2 can play that game. We'll throw mud in your face, you big disgrace. I'm gonna kick your can all over the place. That's probably copyrighted, but you know what? There's no actual music going on. I am singing. And we get a crit headbutt, look at that. And we get the flinch, the crit flinch. Into a miss. Into a crit. Alright then, so we have seen 3 misses and a couple crits, a flinch. Just as I thought. Oh, okay, well. Couldn't stop in time. Don't say a thing. Let me guess what you're thinking. I got it. You're on the Pokemon League Challenge. You know, given that this is like the only real route to Pokemon League for us, Gilbert Gottfried, I'm pretty positive that's the only real assumption you can make. With your level 30 Starmie, let's just use Strength. Tackle? We are 8 badges in going to the Pokemon League and you have a Starmie with Tackle? Where's the Psychic? Where's the Ice Beam? Where's the Thunderbolt? You had Tackle. You had Bubble Beam, but yet you go for a Tackle attack. But we do finish him off with a show of strength. And you have an Execute. I am not too worried about a grass type attack, to be honest. You probably have Leech Seed. Leech Seed, Hypnosis, Barrage, Confusion, Reflect. Ew, Stun Spore. That's also nasty. I'm gonna fully paralyzed. Watch this even confuse me. It's gonna be a whole episode of RNG. Of course it does! Now we're Parafusion. And we attack ourselves. What are we gonna do next? Crit? Brother! What is happening? I need to shut my mouth. I need to shut my mouth. That is what I need to do. This is not post-commentary, by the way. This is not post-commentary. I don't like doing post-commentary. This is not some kind of tricky thing here. Let's use Fly. There's a Reflect. Do you have good AI or something? And I missed. What is happening today with the RNG? And the crit! Stop! I just want to get to the league. If this is this is a level 30, by the way. If this was going to happen to now, I mean, I'm letting you know now. The next episode is gonna like be ass, man. We're using Flies, we're gonna waste that Reflect. And now I believe another Starmie will come on out. This is Girafarig. Okay, we'll go for the Fly. Level 34 Girafarig. Girafarig is definitely a Pokemon I wouldn't mind using again, whether it's pre-Paldea or post-Paldea. Just because I've used it once before in a Hoenn playthrough years ago as my last team member. And it was actually really good. It had good stats, it had good stab options, and I think it had like Stomp and Psychic. I think I may have given it Thunderbolt or Earthquake. You're too much. No, the RNG is too much. This is kind of crazy. Alright, let's go down here. Maybe if we, leave the island or leave the thing, we don't want to call it the surface for a moment. We can reset the RNG because this is just kind of ridiculous. Come over here to a TM we may or may not use. TM22. This is Solar Beam. It is a 120 base power grass type move that takes 2 turns to charge, just like Fly and just like Dig. I mean, we could probably use it on Meganium, but Razor Leaf is still not the worst thing you can have either. It's kind of like our bread. Pickups, bread and butter. Birdkeeper Jose wants to battle with Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd. Sounds more like a load of malarkey to me. We'll use a defensive curl. There's only one Pokemon, so maybe we can just get a quick dub here. Another critical hit. And you hit 4 times. And the crit is double damage, so you might as well say hit 5 times. And that was a 60 power, and that's a miss. A 60 power rollout, by the way, because we used defense curl first. So close to 35. And all he says is tweet. Alright. Who else wants this RNG? You shouldn't underestimate the wild Pokemon in these parts. I think I will, because they are still weak. Core Trainer Rena with 2 E's. There was a second Starmie on this route. 1 level higher than the last 2. And you do have Bubble Beam, so I will remember that as we go out to our Meganium. And you did indeed go for the Bubble Beam. Now, if you would have went for a Tackle there, it would have been hilarious. Go for the Razor Leaf. This has just been a weird episode. Another Bubble Beam. It wasn't really until Gen... Sorry about that. Yes, I still have my cough. It wasn't really until Gen 4 where we ended up getting, like, good movesets on opponent's Pokemon. Sand Slash goes level 35. And then Nido Queen. This seems like the perfect chance to break out the Alakazam. Oh, I guess Sand Slash would do it too. I guess I probably should have run a Sand Slash. This is still resisted though. We have 100 hit points. That double kick did 8%. We don't even have Psychic on Alakazam yet. And you have 2 Starmies. I knew there was someone with 2 Starmies. Alright, let's just go for the Thunder Punch. There we go. Has the dust settled yet when it comes to Mega Starmie? Are we safe to talk about how weird it is yet? Because, admittedly, I like using it, I do. But, I know what you have. You know what, we'll stick with Sand Slash. Just for fun. I'm feeling great today. I feel like I could boot even the league champ. He thinks he can beat the league champ. I will say right now, Scott, with your Quillfish, by the way, at level 30, you will not be beating the league champ. But I just have to admit, Mega Starmie with huge power self-destruct is hilarious. It is a meme, but it is hilarious. I haven't used it as much as I want. I definitely need to use it more. I'm trying to focus on its bulk some, so it has some staying power, given that Stormy has like, what is it, 65 base threshold, 65 base HP. It's not going to be taking a lot of hits, even with recover. I mean, if you can survive an attack or wall it, depending on the moveset, because like, I want to run like recover 3 attacks. Maybe even a special move in there. But it's very interesting though. Maybe we'll get a Mega Stormy Z at some point. Alright, Sand Slash, she took out 2 water types. Now Meganium, even though the sinking, it might have waterfall, but it might be also might not. Go for the Razor Leaf. Another critical hit, which Razor Leaf has a high crit chance to begin with, but still. It goes from 1 in 16 to 1 in 8. No, not in this battle. You weren't gonna win regardless, my guy. Now, we do have this guy. And he is just one of those trainers I will always remember. He has a Espeon. So, I'm trying to think what I want to use against it. Well, look at all those badges. I'm impressed. But you're not satisfied by just collecting them, right? I have an idea for Espeon. It's the classic strategy against psychic types. Richard Nixon send out Espeon. And who do we use? Level 36. We send out Dunsparce. Let's go for the strength. They have Swift. 60 power physical move. You should have Side Beam at this level. There it is. That does a good chunk. If we were all the way healed up, it would have been easy. But we get the 2-shot. And that's really... Dunsparce real quick off screen, got to level 37. And right up here, we have a good old-fashioned healing house. Pokemon look a little tired, you should rest them a while. There we go. We are almost there. I do think I want to put Sand Slash out front though. I've played this game so many times, I already know what this person has. I'm going to give this about everything I've got. Pretty positive you start out with Pikachu, Joyce, from Stranger Things. Yep. And I believe your last Pokemon is Blastoise. Yep, there we go. This Blastoise did nothing but use Curse and Rain Dance. He was setting up. No, I don't believe this. Yes, there's a little berry tree there. Probably don't need it. Don't feel like dealing with the bag space right now. And we gotta get some more levels here. I believe we got 3 more trainers on this route. Cool trainer, Gavin. With the victory bell. I don't think you would have Razor Leaf. Let's go for the dig. You might though. You have Rap. The Rapping Victory Bell Trainer. There's a trainer in Kanto people call the Rapping Bell Scar Trainer. You do have Razor Leaf. Of course it's a crit. Because of course, why not? Alright, let's go with Skarmory. Kind of banking on you not having Razor Leaf. And if you did have Razor Leaf, you wouldn't get a crit. Oh, I can't wait to end this episode. Crit. Thank you for not, but I mean... in before no guard somehow. Oh my gosh! I almost want to watch this episode back and just be like, how much weird RNG has happened in this episode. Try to Fairy Attack. Level 37 Fairy Attack. Absolutely not. We don't need it. And Flareon, Sandslash would have loved that. Lapras would love it too. Let's just do like Alakazam. You know what? You don't even deserve to be fully shown in this battle. Flareon, you're like the worst evolution at this point in the series. And you miss. I'm glad we got that on camera too. And the last Pokemon, Kingler, goes down. As we sit at 69, going to 71 hit points. And they're Psychic. Predicted, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna learn Psychic. I think we do. That's a 90 power Psychic type attack with a chance to lower the opponent's special defense. No more confusing strategies, we're just doing straight up damage now. I'm making my final preparations for the Pokemon League. We did heal off screen real quick. I'm doing my final preparations too, though, Jake. Cool training Drake with the Parasect. Still needs an evolution. Now, you don't have a grass type move, I do believe. You probably have, like... well, you probably have Spore, don't you? Oh, that mischance. There we go, it shows you right there. They got like a 25% chance to miss any status move. They got Swords Dance? What are you doing with Swords Dance? Leech Life? That's the second rollout. After a Defense Curl. Or did we use Defense Curl? I have no idea anymore. Go to level 36. And you have a Gold Duck. Okay. Psych Up. You gained our defense buff. I can't remember if we did. Okay. Alright, let's go to Meganium. We can Razor Leaf without the worry of that defense buff. Why? I just want to get done with the episode. Meganium, please. I get it. I'm not going to challenge the league tonight. I'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it live. Well, not live. That'd be a live stream. I don't want to do that. Another crit with his 1-8, but still. Cool trainer Jake was defeated. I blew it. Blew it. Do it. Do it. Do it now. And there's an item down there. I think it's like a Max Elixir or something. A Max Elixir. Memory does serve me right. And back around here, I feel like this person's name is Brooke. I lost a trainer named Paul. He was really strong, but it was as if he absolutely had to win at any cost. I feel sorry for his Pokemon. Cool trainer, but it's Bath. Okay, I thought it was Brook. I might be thinking of that trainer before the Ashy area in Hoenn. She's got a Rapidash though. But you know what? Sand Slash would be perfect here. Sand Slash dug a hole. And it uses agility, which means you're going to move first and completely whiff on your next attack. Not quite. Finish it off with Slash. No flinch! Thank you. Sand Slash, use Slash. Picture if I named him Slash Slash. So Slash Slash, use Slash. But we do indeed win though. Pokemon's aren't tools of war. I agree. And welcome to the Pokemon League reception gate. Only trainers who have proven themselves may pass. Oh, the 8 badges of Johto. Please go right on through. We cannot go left or right. These are restricted areas. You will soon see them in the future. But right through this door. Welcome to Victory Road. This is what we're going to tackle in the next episode. So next time on Pokemon Crystal, Victory Road, and our final preparations to take on the Johto League. See you guys then.